ever seen a situation like this where this was done to Democrats or someone on the other side?
No, I haven't. I don't think there's ever been anything like this massive operation to hunt down the people who went to the Capitol that day. And one of the things I'm still struggling with, Brandon, is pursuant to what authority was the Capitol even closed for those proceedings? I can't, I don't know of any really, pursuant to which it could simply be closed. There was no public announcement that I recall or that I can have been able to find yet of the Capitol being closed for those proceedings. It is supposed to be the People's House. Who issued the order to close it and when and why? And I would love to see the paper trail between Nancy Pelosi's office and the Capitol Police. We need thousands of hours of video that the government has that they have failed to produce.
Why?
I imagine
Why
they
are
haven't
they? Isn't it like 14,000 hours, Sydney? 14,000 hours?
Yes, that's what I've heard. I don't know for sure, but I'd like to see the video for a couple of hours before the actual incident also. I think there was a lot going on behind the scenes. For example, in one of our cases, a sanctions motion that's been filed against us in a case that was actually closed, but the city of Detroit came in after the case was closed and was allowed to intervene to file a motion for sanctions against us in Michigan. And one of the things that they claimed in earlier pleadings was that we had some role in the January 6th incident, when I, for example, had absolutely told people not to even go on January 6th, not to come to Washington, to leave Washington if they were there, because it was too late to do anything meaningful at that point, and I felt like it was going to be a setup. I think that's exactly what it was. I want to know how many FBI agents were involved in storming the Capitol that day, particularly involved in the group that broke any windows or did any damage at all. All of that needs to be disclosed.
So you agree with some members of Congress that the FBI may have been, or FBI assets may have been involved in this entire thing?
I think they were. It would be very surprising given what you've disclosed on your show with your prior whistleblower and their mode of operations lately in the last decade if they didn't have a substantial, if not leading role in creating the entire debacle.
And we know that in Michigan, at times, many of the meetings that were going down and those in the car together, the FBI informants or employees outnumbered everybody else.
Yes, I've heard that too.
So they seem to be driving the bus on that.
Yes, and they've certainly driven the bus for decades, along with the CIA, of egregious surveillance of honest and law-abiding American citizens that was illegal from the get-go.